Hello, this is Skald against the Black Priory. It's the demo. This game will be released end of May, I believe. And I'm just gonna check out the demo. It probably won't be too long. But first, let's see if the stream is running. Looks like it is. Okay, yesterday I did try it out a little bit. And I was curious. But I'm gonna start from the beginning. Yeah, let's just take easy. You know, this is just a demo after all. And like I thought we're gonna, because you know there's portraits for 6 characters. I thought you would make your whole party, but actually you're just gonna make one character. So there's like arms master is I guess basic warrior. And magos, battle magos. So like edgy, it cannot be mage, it's magos. Fire magic. Champion. I guess champion is probably like paladin. What's a paladin? And guild magos. Okay, this is like a pure wizard, I guess. Yeah. Hierophant is a cleric who can develop all different divine spell schools, so... Okay, yeah, it's like a proper priest with magic, but no... Well, at least can wear light armor. Hospitaller. Frontline healer, I guess it's like a tank and a healer, so sort of like a paladin as well. Body magic. Sounds sort of weird. Officer. Orders. Okay. Ranger. It's ranged combat, so I guess it's more like an archer. And thief. Stealth and backstab and stuff. Maybe you know, this is a demo, so I shouldn't spend too much time on it. I mean, and so I'll try the battle makers. I want to see how the magic in this game works. Previously, I tried the first arms master class. Courtier, criminal, crafting. I'll try courtier, why not? So it's some bonus to awareness, diplomacy. Your time spent kissing noble arses has made you a master of navigating the cutthroat politics of the imperial lay courts. So okay, intellect is the most important stat for me. So let's see what mental acuity, recall, and analytical skill. So it affects crafting and lore. About agility is hand-eye coordination, nimbleness, dexterity, stealth, thievery, crit chance, initiative, range to hit, dodge. Fortitude is resilience. Well, it's I guess hit points, vitality, wounds. Presence is charisma and stuff. So I do want some of that. Maybe I'll take some agility. Yeah, lots of intelligence. Okay, let's take some diplomacy. See, my lore is already 4, even though I didn't have to even, you know, spend any points on it. Maybe take one thievery, just for fun. Lore. I have some stealth, so yeah, it's good enough. Athletics, why not? Okay, and these are feats. Okay, it's quite different. Because for the arms master, it had only basically these three. Getting confused. This was much bigger. It didn't have three. It had like one for basically all sorts of weapons specializations, and other for like bonus to athletics and some other stats like that. So this is increased spell aptitude, will, attunement, fire magic. Okay, so arcane spell casting, fire magic. Let's take some light weapons and piercing. Yeah, and this is only one. Either you have arcane spellcasting or you don't. Magic missile, flaming fists. So yeah, you have to be adjacent to the enemy. So this is, I don't know, I'm gonna take some of this stuff. Will I don't know. Let's take this. Okay, portrait. Not many portraits. I guess this is. I hope there's gonna be mods or something if you know, the base game won't have any other. Why not this one? Hair color. Okay, black. Facial hair. Yeah. Yes, there's skin tone. It's only two. Dark and darker. Main color. Yellow. That's so beautiful. Yeah, this is good. Okay, prologue. On the wine-dark, raging seas of the Outer Isles, a lone caravel struggles against the winds and waves towards the accursed island of Idra. And I have to click. So old school that hovering over doesn't help. A northeasterly archipelago that serves as a midway point between the Gallian Empire and its colonies. Its main port is located on the island of Idra. The main island of the Outer Isles, its main settlement is Port of Horen. Once a prosperous port and fishing village on the island of Idra. Okay. The graphics are quite nice. Like, okay, the portraits, like, you know, they're very limited amount and not so exciting, but I do like these graphics. The moan of creaking timbers, the tang of preserved fish. Your eyes slowly adjust to the darkness on the ship's dimly lit hold. Suddenly, something strikes the hull and the ship rocks violently. Your heart begins to pound and a feeling of unease grows in your stomach. Yeah, sure, we are a mage, so rouse yourself from deep meditation. You get to your feet and become aware of agitated voices shouting up on the deck. Something is not right. You should make your way up top and get a bearing on the situation. Be on your way. Okay, I can use WASD. Okay, I'm gonna save immediately. There is some sort of autosave, I believe. A desk with a maritime navigation map. The map is labeled the Outer Isles, and a course is drawn towards an island named Idra. Okay, so there's nothing to loot there. Something just struck the ship. Yeah, if I hover over something, because I've seen this already. There's loot. 5 is inventory, so damage 1 to 2, 1 to 3. I guess there's nothing else. Yeah, and shift. Yeah, there's something here. It's on the other. How can I take this torch? No, I can dim the torch and I can light it. Okay, that's nice. To your surprise, you realize that this door has been locked from the outside. It doesn't budge. Perhaps you should slip the lock with a thin blade or use something to smash it. Use dagger. Unlocked. You slip the dagger through a gap in the door and lift the bar that was locking you in. The door begins to creak open. And 100 XP. As the door swings open, you can now clearly make out cries from the deck above. You should make haste. There's lots of stuff. I press I. That's annoying that I is not inventory, because it's like more than half of the RPGs in existence. So I cannot wear this because I'm a mage. How about sword? I guess I can use it then. How much is 1 to 6 damage? Yeah, that's decent. So I can also equip the bow and arrow. Guess that's nice. I spotted something. What did you spot? You stop dead as you narrowly avoid stepping in a rust-red puddle. The stench of blood fills your nostrils, and as you look around in the dim light of the hold, you realize someone or something fought for their life here. The same moment the thought hits you, a hiss sounds from the shadows. You squint towards the shadows as a hunched, feral-looking form slowly slinks forwards. Tiny, disgustingly human-like hands, yellow fangs, and a grotesquely dexterous pink tail leaves no doubt of the creature's rodent nature. Though as it emerges from the shadows, it becomes abundantly clear that what may have started life as a common ship rat has now grown into something that has no right to exist. A second hiss sounds behind you and the abominations lunge at you. Oh, so there's 2 rats? I'm just thinking, what was the rat in Dreams in the Witch House? Brown Jenkins. So it's Brown Jenkins. initiative. So yeah, they act in order of initiative. You can see it here. Yeah, okay. Thank you. So first I have to deploy my party. Since I'm gonna go first, I guess I'll go here. Let's see if I get killed immediately. How can I use magic? No spells available. Okay. Attack. I don't wanna. Yeah, okay. And miss. Okay, this doesn't seem to be a winning strategy. Okay, this is a winning strategy. So wait, it missed. I wish there was, you know, a log. Weak combat log. Yeah, they just keep missing. Okay. Yeah, I really wish there was like a log here, constantly open, that, you know, I don't have to keep pressing this. Oh, deceased. Victory at sea. Rat tail. I don't remember if the last time I played this whether it was. I think it was only one rat, not two. What's this? Is it a crate? Oh, potatoes! Conditions. So I've contracted the disease with the rats from the fight, so I have to take the lantern, equip it, and this. Okay. So this removes my disease, so I'm gonna drink it. Oh, there was something here. You emerge onto the ship's lower deck. As your eyes adjust to the darkness, you become aware of a hulking figure standing in the shadows. Argonaut, here at last, growls a rough voice. Freeze and listen carefully. Feeling jumpy? The brute growls with a smile. Okay. You tend to have that effect on people. Where are we? Huh! The old veteran grunts in what passes as a laughter for him. The island is in sight, but the damn guilders refuse to land. They want to turn back. If we turn back, we lose our shot at the girl. And no one gets paid. Listen here. I know our boys better than most. We've hired them to go to Hydra and kill. If we don't pay them, things will go bad quickly. But the sailors are bloody terrified. They claim something is hunting us. Okay, let's go for all the good it will do. Wait, there are a few sailors up ahead. Rattled as a pair of rabbits. Is there a way past them? There are 2 doors ahead. Take the left and we should be able to sneak past them without any trouble. Famous last words. Motioning for you to take a lead, Roland falls behind you. From above, agitated shouts can be heard. So yeah, okay. So it matters like who's the party leader. Yeah, the leader stats are basically like used. So yeah, for awareness or stealth, I guess diplomacy and stuff like that. Maybe I should save before because I have some stats to distribute. You cannot exit the screen before spending all your development points. Yeah, this because yeah, this is really annoying. Okay, since I saved, I'm just gonna spend all these points. Okay, and load. Yeah, this is. Wait, what? Wrong level up. Okay, let's check the inventory first. So he has a two-hander, heavy blade, slashing. How about this? Yeah, so this is. Oh? Wait, which one is better? Studded leather. This is better, okay? Studded leather. This is better. Yo. Uh-huh. Okay, now I can level him up. So arms mastery, two-handed. So yeah, he has two-handed weapon. I think the weapon, this is probably also gonna affect it. So let's take 1 point and then increased athletics. Charger. Well, I don't need ranged accuracy for him right now. So heavy weapon damage. How many? I have 3 points. Sure, it's just buff it up. Okay. And his attributes, he has agility, fortitude, strength. Okay. What's this? I spotted something. A notice scrawled in crude letters. Cook! I cannot stand another meal of salted fish. There is a limit to her. Limit? Okay, yeah, his cook is also misspelled, so it's on purpose. There's a limit to how long a man can live on salt, potatoes, and purglin. Take head or get a dagger in the eye, you cheap bastard. Some purglin, some fish, a fish, and there's thieves' tools. Anything else to steal? Nope. And then I can crafting. Yeah, so stole that fish. Yep. So I can craft some fish. About some more fish, yes. Clear. So guess I don't have to heal yet. I believe the fish heals. Okay. Sneaky. Press hide button to go into stealth mode. Okay. Yeah, so there's this, like, the higher the percentage, the less like you will be spotted. and I don't know if it affects, but I think it will. Like, I should take off the lantern, then hide. Yeah, this character is much better at stealth than the other one. Yeah, take the lantern. So I can choose to force or thievery. Well, my thievery is better, so let's pick it. Unlocked. Apothecary's fire immunity, potion strength, vitality. Yeah, how can I get spells? Here is. Do I have to level up or something? Oh, or is it because I should have spent. Okay, it's because I didn't spend enough ranks here. Okay, well, then I just have to level up or something. But yeah, okay, that's. Like, it's my mistake, but then again, like, I didn't really know what I was doing. I can make camp here. You recognize the corpse of one of the crew members, a young man of barely 16 years called Solomon. The youth has been mauled to death by what you assume are the grotesquely altered rats you encountered just minutes ago. The corpse is still warm. Okay, there's nothing to loot from him. Fine dagger. What's this? Attunement tonic. So I don't have to be stealthy here. Skald brandy. Surgeon's journal. Okay, let's read the journal. Written on the day of the departure from the mainland. Left Adler's helm today with a full complement of passengers. Mercenaries by the looks of it. Paid well. Ship was dispatched by Guild before we could fully restock medical supplies. Hopefully we won't need them. Then again, our passengers make me uneasy. Written 5 days ago. Brawl in mess, had to set nose, men seem on edge, can't say I blame them. Have been sleeping poorly and dreams are unsound. Written 4 days ago. Egan came to me today with a bite wound that he sustained whilst working in a hold. Didn't see creature, and I would say it was a rat's bite if it weren't for the size and some aspect of the dentition that I find hard to explain properly. Written 2 days ago. Was visited today by Navigator Aslam. He asked for Whitefern, a sedative. Claimed he had trouble sleeping. Suspected he was not fully forthcoming, and when pushed, he mumbled something about the stars being odd. Not sure what he meant, and he left before I could push him further. So yeah, this game has some Lovecraftian inspirations, which is hardly ever a bad thing if it's done properly. Of course, you can do it badly and then it's an affront to Lovecraft, but so far seems decent. Written today. Men are about to break. We cannot maintain our course for Hydra. Captain advised me today to make ready the surgery and to expect casualties. I suspect he intends to inform our passengers that he refuses to land on the island. If this is my last, the entry trails off. Okay. Well, let's see if I can, or maybe this is even a better place to rest. Just wanna see how it works, and I've lost a little bit of HP. You cannot rest here, okay. Well, I'm in stealth mode still. Shoddy wooden chest. I guess should try to pick it. Unlocked. Buckler, masterword, short sword. So I guess I should use this. Can I use... I can use the shield. Okay, that's good. Pass a turn. See, you can pass a turn and replenish your stealth. You cannot rest here. Okay, I guess I don't necessarily have to fight those people, because last time they saw me when I bashed through a door and I had to fight them. There was an option to use diplomacy, but I failed because my character sucked at it. Sneak. No. Oh, okay. The sailors stare at you wide-eyed and terrified. "The Emperor is coming for us, it whispers to me." One of them draws a weapon with shaking hands. Okay, let's try diplomacy. "Calm yourself, your guild sailors." Ooh, double sixes. Success. "You bring glory upon thine ancestors." Nice. I roll well. Like my ancestors did. The men stop dead in their tracks, seemingly shocked back from their momentary lapse of sanity by your words. The bear blinks towards you in a moment of indecision and stumbles up to the main deck and the tumult that seems to be taking place there. Okay, well, I got some XP, which is good. There's a chest with some salt. So anything else to loot here? Okay. This game is... what? 3 characters. Upward. Is it upward or upwards? I always confuse it, like when you're supposed to use one or the other. You emerge onto the deck and see 2 groups of men facing each other with weapons drawn. The ship shakes violently in the grip of a storm as lightning tears across the sky. Tears across the sky. Amidst the din of the storm and their frantic arguments, you bellow for the attention of the assembled crewmen and mercenaries. Both the ship's captain and the leader of the mercenaries you hired, a coarse thug of a man named Estavo, turn their attention to you. They look ready to use the unsheathed weapons in their hands at the slightest provocation. Address the captain. You direct your attention to the ship's captain. You know him to be a reasonable but suggestible man. At present, his usually placid eyes are wild with panic and anger. I paid for passage to the shore, did I not? The captain lowers his weapon and speaks earnestly. The coast of Idra is cursed. We've hailed tales and assumed them grog-drenched rumors only. But there is something between us and the shore that will drag us all to a watery grave. Maybe. What are you talking about? What have you seen? Naught but glimpses. My men have seen the shadow of something deep in the water, stalking us. Nothing natural moves like that. Estavo glares murderously at the captain. You renege on our deal based on a glimpse? There is desperation in the captain's voice. We are seasoned sailors. We do not walk at shadows. You need to be alive to rescue this girl you speak of. We're out of time. Sail us in or argue the point with Estavo. Estavo turns his steely gaze from you to the captain. Let me spell this out for you, sea dog. We contracted to rescue the girl, but if you don't get us to the shore, we'll get you for free. The mercenaries you hired all shift their weight in anticipation of making good on that promise. Captain, he's right. Do what you were hired to do. Something changes in the captain's expression. He stands tall. I will not order my ship and my men to certain doom. We shall not get any closer to the coast while I still have command. Maybe the diplomacy stuff. I believe you, but my contract with these men does not mention your survival. Let's see. Ooh, you bring glory upon thine ancestors. So... Did I roll? I rolled 11. Ah yeah, here I can see. I roll much better on this playthrough than the first. A few of the ship's crew lower their weapons and the captain's eyes flick between you and Estavo's murderous grin. He sheathes his blade and speaks softly, his voice barely audible over the snapping sails. So be it. May the deep have mercy. You gain 300 XP. Suddenly, huge monstrous tentacles burst from the water around the ship for a split second before the terror sets in. You wonder what Estavo must be thinking as the monstrosities loom over him. After reaching their full height, the tentacles curve inwards and smash into the ship. Some pierce straight through the deck, others snap the masts like they were matchsticks. You stand frozen in place. Through a haze of splintered wood and panicked screams, you notice Roland. He throws himself out of the way of a tentacle but begins to fall overboard as the ship lurches once more. Okay, go to Roland's aid. You dash towards the ship's fractured rail, dodging holes in the deck and wounded men, beseeching you for help. Roland hangs by one arm from the side of the ship. I think Roland is fighting here, but yeah, sure, it's one image. Yeah. Try to grab him. You lunge for Roland's arm, but he loses his grip and your fingers close only around thin air. You missed him by an inch. He falls wordlessly downwards. You watch as he is swallowed by the raging sea. The ship is listing fatally, and you see that the great tentacles high above you, poised for the coup de grace. Abandon ship! As you jump, you hear the terrible rending of wood giving into flesh. The impact of the water binds you. The waves pummel you down. The currents beseech you to go deeper, even deeper. Peaceful blackness. Sink. I like this action. Oh no. Guybrush, Threepwood, no! 2 weeks earlier. Ah. Okay. The Burren Estate. Man overboard. What? Weeks. So I guess I don't have any stuff about my. So I have my XP. Oh, it's a guy here. A guardsman dressed in a livery of the noble house Baron. The house of Baron is one of the richest and should be richest spelling one of the richest and most influential houses in the north. The current head is the Lord Cato Baron. Good name. I approve. The guard scowls somewhat at you. Armsmaster Lyra awaits you at the main entrance. You best talk to her if you're not already done so. Come here, whelp. An aging armored man in the livery of House Baron stands and scowls at you. Eyes like coal peer out from a craggy face fringed top and bottom with wild white hair. Return his challenging stare. The older man crosses his massive arms, steps forward and leans toward you. So, young sellsword, come looking for a scrap, have ya? Though his voice is full of gravel, there's no glint in his eyes, as though the old coals have begun to warm up. Okay, Gideon, you old fool. A single bark of laughter emanates from the dense beard as he embraces you in a crushing bear hug. Gideon may be older and grayer, but from the force of his hug, you don't reckon you'd have any more chance of beating him now than you did as a 12-year-old. Go easy, you old boar. Gideon steps back and allows you to breathe again before grabbing you by the shoulders. We heard of your father's passing. Truly he sits with the golden dead now. Tell me, how did he die? In glorious battle at my side, like a true Klingon warrior, and smelling of blood wine. Gideon's eyes narrow. Then the old warrior died a fitting death. Gideon is quiet for a moment, then breaks into a grin. Well, raise a cup to his name. Together, you and I, soon as you're done with Cato, and I can rustle up some ale fit for a guest. Gideon, why am I here? I do think that I like the writing so far in this game and the characters. They seem very appropriate and, old school fantasy-ish and stuff. Master Cato will chew your ear plenty when you see him. Argonaut, Lyra, the new master at arms awaits you by the main entrance. She'll escort you, and don't ask her not to if you think I had a temper. Choke fails to hide the note of anxiety in the grizzled houseguard's voice. Let's try diplomacy. What are you hiding from me, old bear? Failure. You have been found wanting. So I only rolled a 5, yes. I won't betray my master's confidence by saying more. Best you see him yourself. Man offers a smile, but it fails to iron out the concerned creases around his eyes. Very well, I'll go look for the master at arms. If you want to explore for old time's sake, take this lantern. Lord Baron will wait, and we don't want you getting lost in the hedge maze again. The man laughs heartily and hands you a small brass lantern. Whatever may come to pass, it did this old warrior a barrel of good to see you again, boy. The old man slaps you on the shoulder in parting, almost knocking you off balance. He then seems to remember something as he leans in conspiratorially. Damn knees are acting up again. Can't hardly sleep on the account of the aches. Let me tell you, I'd take an arrow in the leg any day. Oh no, not this mean. If you're going over to the kitchen later for a bit of grub, a bottle of brandy from the wine cellar would make me a happy man. Gideon shifts efforts to emphasize his stiff knees. But first, don't keep Lyra waiting any longer. Talk to her first, and I'll be here for later. This demo is longer than I thought. I thought it would end after the shipwreck, which was obvious. I didn't play all the way to the shipwreck last time, but I saw it coming. Brandy. Okay. Oh, there's a doggo. You pet the dog. Oh, now that's a good game. And you can pet the dog. I guess this is Lyra, so... A woman stands before the main entrance to the villa. Her posture speaks of a graceful, coiled power, that of a dueling ace. No doubt she is the new master at arms for House Baron. As you approach, she offers a quick, neat bow, just low enough to be respectful. Greetings, Argonaut! Master Cato welcomes you back to House Baron. The master is eager to meet you and is ready at your leisure. However, if you wish to refresh yourself first, he suggests you visit the kitchen for some food and perhaps walk the grounds and gardens. Very well, I shall explore a bit. Excellent, though I'm sure you still know your way around the grounds. The kitchen is in the building to the east, and the garden and the hedge maze is to the west. Come back and check in with me once you've stretched your legs. You'll find the kitchen in the eastern end of the courtyard, the garden and hedge maze to the west. And I needn't remind you that it's a poor idea to enter the maze without a lantern. Have a good evening, my lord. Okay, I don't have any weapons. Well, let's go to... So this, I assume, is the east with the kitchen. You'll find the kitchen in the east. Okay, it's the same text. Is this like a prison or no? It's just okay. Nothing here. You enter the kitchen, and a pair of scullions offer you a hurried bow. It's all so much quieter, emptier and gloomier than you remember. Of course, old Magda is no longer where she used to be, sitting by the oven, kind, red-faced, and tending to a shank of lamb. I think the writing is quite good. Reminisce. You remember the matronly woman as she sat, humming to herself, pouring fat over the roasting meat. Child, come here, will you? Magda was always a beacon of kindness in a childhood where such qualities were few and far between. Go to Magda. Magda clasps you gently with her chubby hand. Have you eaten yet? Before you can answer, she produces a small bundle of treats from her apron and hands it to you, as son to the master at arms for the great house baron. You did not go wanting, materially at least. Thank you. Magda looks at you with kind eyes as you pick at the bundle. He's here again, down in the cellar. He's not so good, my child. Sleeping now, but it would be best if you got him to bed afore his men see him like this again. The knot in your stomach is as real now as it was when you were 12. I'll go get him. Don't worry, he won't make a fuss. He just needs time. You know, Argonaut, deep wounds take a long time to heal. The old woman turns back to her meat and resumed her meandering humming. The sound of a man clearing his throat snaps you back out of your reminiscing. May I help you, my lord? The man in a chef's outfit offers in a hoarse voice. Is this food? Okay, I can brew stuff. Is this the chef? The chef offers short bow and a tired but sincere smile. I am Chef Barman, and my humble kitchen is at your disposal, my lord. Sadly, I was told of your arrival only minutes ago, and my oven must be fired up again. You must be famished. Indeed I am. My suggestion is thusly, whilst I stoke the fire, you run down the pantry and fetch some cured ham and cheddar cheese. I will then teach you how to cook my renowned melted cheese sandwich, and you shall never want for an evening meal for as long as you live. Very well. Splendid! The pantry is west to the wine cellar, and the cheese is kept in the northernmost room. Return when you have cured ham and cheddar, and I shall provide bread and instructions. Now venture forth into the underworld. Gideon has asked me to fetch him a bottle of brandy. The old wretch is too cowardly to come himself, so he sends you instead. The brandy will be the end of him, I say. Then again, who am I to deny the old fool his few pleasures? You'll find a crate of fine Gurmian brandy in the northeast corner of the wine cellar. Chef Harmon wanders back and forth, tending to the fire and keeping this kitchen tidy. He has the gait of a man who has been on his feet for far too many hours. Okay, I guess I can go to the cellar then. It's another lantern. I guess, yeah, they're the same kind of lantern. Empty bottles litter the floor of this room. You chuckle to yourself as you imagine the kitchen staff in their wine tasting sessions. No doubt Much revelry has taken place here. Then a cool gust of air from the passage to the north. The wine cellar lies that way, and you can almost hear faint sobbing. Ghosts, no doubt. You are gripped by a long hidden memory upon entering this part of the cellar. You sealed it away, but in so doing preserved its strength, and now it demands freedom. You can still recall smelling him before you could make out of this writhing shape in the dim light of the cellar. Mistress Valeria, open the door! Your father doesn't even notice you in the throes of his intoxicated ramblings. How could they take her? Her chambers were locked from inside. Where is she? Try to shake some sense into him. Your father jolts upright, the bloodshot whites of his eyes glaring out of the darkness. We found her wandering the forest outside the estate, Mistress Valeria. Help him stand. Haltingly and leaning up heavily on you, your father manages to stand. She was never the same. Whatever happened broke her. It was the girl, you know. The seed was planted in Valeria that night. But how could you know? You were but a babe yourself. You help lead the now sobbing man out of the cellar. Stop it, father. Lord Cato trusted me, and I failed him, but Valeria was the one to pay the price. Mine broken, and that spawn of a child. Your father's voice seethes with fury. Don't talk back to me, you bastard. What do you know about honor as much as your harlot mother? Your father steps away from you unsteadily, tears streaming down his contorted face. Strike the man. You draw a ragged breath and snap out of the memory. Your knuckles white, you're alone in the damp cellar and don't particularly feel like dwelling there. Of course, like many flashbacks like this will get tiresome, but it does seem like, okay, in one hand, I would like to see, be on the island already, exploring it. I assume at least majority of the game will be exploring the island of Idra, and this reminds me of Bastard Bonds quite a bit in some way. But also is, interesting. The world building is sort of interesting. So this is cured ham. Okay, yeah, pick it all up. Ooh, cheese. No cheese, Gromit. Okay, there's lots of cheese here. I guess this is all we need from the cellar. This is just the beginnings and this is a demo, so I don't know how good will this game be in the end, but this is one of the a very good sign to talk about my disgust at the triple A gaming industry and also the gamers who are obsessed, like, why was there so much hype for a game like Starfield? I haven't played it, but I didn't expect it. Didn't seem interesting, but the first time I saw images of this game like a few months ago, I thought this looks interesting. And as I'm playing just a demo, but still I'm playing the game, it is quite fun and I want to see more. And it's too bad I have to wait a month, a bit over a month I think, until the release. But people should get excited for games like this instead of your AAA slop trash, because this seems like a game made by talented people with passion and understanding for storytelling, and the graphics are really nice. I genuinely think these graphics are much better than your top of the line average 3D trash, because this is art instead of making graphics as realistic as you can. Like, of course, for some games, realistic 3D graphics are very appropriate, but they don't have to be. It doesn't make it a lesser game, even if the graphics are something that could have been made in 1995, like this game, like graphically at least. Of course, this is a game. I don't want to hype it up too. I mean, this is demo. I don't want to hype it up too much. Maybe it will disappoint, but so far, people should be more hyped up for a game like this instead of any kind of AAA game nowadays. I have the ham and cheese. Perfect! First of all, there's some bread. Here's some bread. Now, use the Now the cauldron is quite empty, just warm enough for you to use. Remember, you need both the bread, ham, and cheese to make the perfect sandwich. Now, go give it a try and bring me the result. I shall see if you have it in you. Okay, cheese sandwich, craft. Okay. Present the sandwich for inspection. Armand wafts the scent of the grilled sandwich toward his nose. Oh, the crust of the bread, the softness of the cheese, the savoriness of the ham. Perfection! Chef's kiss. You shall indeed never again go hungry in the night. Can I have more bread, please? Nope, I can't. Okay, let's have a save and bring some booze to the old man Gideon, or Gideon, what is his name? Have you seen Lee read it? Best not keep her waiting. I have your medicine. Ha! That's some fine foraging, young whelp. Before you can get a word in, Gideon snatches the bottle, uncorks it, and drinks deeply. The old man, eyes closed in relief, lets out a deep sigh. May your sleep be dreamless, he speaks as if to himself. May your sleep be dreamless? Gideon smiles sadly. An old soldier's scripting, something one mercenary would say to another as a prayer, not to dwell on painful memories, the kind that comes with the work, your father and I. Gideon halts momentarily and looks at you. Your father and I would always part with those words. Now, I have held you long enough. Be on your way. No XP? Ah. Waking. Okay, yeah, there is no whatever, like the log. How much is my oh yeah, I still need a bit over 100 to level up. I hope I can do it here. I am masticato something. Okay, you don't. Oh. Okay, I can't talk to them. I guess there's probably something to find in the maze. Otherwise, why would they tell me, sort of suggest for me to come here? How about this? Oh, darkness. No, but they lit it up again. You know, just to reiterate my point there, the game industry sucks because people get, okay, this is the hedge maze, okay. People get excited for trash instead of games like this. You know, maybe it won't be that good. We don't know yet, but at least so far it seems quite good. You stand before the gate to the hedge maze. It stirs old feelings of both dread and elation. The sounds and smells of the estate grounds, as they were long ago, call to you from distant memory. You feel you could easily plunge into their depths. Let yourself go and remember the 5th of November. Which daydream is it this time? Are you valiantly defending me from rebels again? Imbla throws a pine cone at you, snapping you from your reverie. She's 10 years old and you're a year her senior. Let's play hide and go seek in the maze. I'll hide. You faintly hear someone yell her name from the distance. You better run, Star Child. What? Aleister Crowley's Star Child? What's this? Only my mother ever calls me that, Embla says, frowning. Where did you hear it from? Before you can reply, she flings another pine cone at you and before darts off into the maze. Give chase. You hear a man's voice yell Embla's name again. Much closer now. Either way, she's lost to you in the winding passages of the hedge maze. Your memory tugs at you, urging you onto the center of the maze. Leave. Okay. Oh no. Yeah, mazes are much easier, when you can see it from above. And I'm not complaining. I wanna, I guess I wanna end the demo as quickly as possible because, the more I play, the more I feel like, I want to play the full game, but I can't. You stand at the center of the maze. It feels much less impressive than you remember. The ornamental pond was once an ocean. The rock at its heart, a wind-swept island. You found me, daydreamer. You remember the tone of her voice, and you can almost see the impish 10-year-old girl wading through the pond. Why do you always come here? I like the water. It's so calm. Embla shoots you a mischievous look. You notice the faintest tang of ozone. She makes a slow motion hop through the water, her fingers trailing the pond's surface where the water and skin meet. Strange colors bleed and spread across the surface. Embla, you'll get in trouble. Stop it. Embla moves her fingers across the water surface like a painter's brush. Colors spill across the pond, and for a sleeping moment you fancy that you can see the cloud-topped mountains, or was it the ramparts of an impossibly large city, reaching towards the heavens? The silence is shattered by a shout along with the beguiling images. Mistress Embla, the master requests you in the house, immediately! Oh, that's my father. Something's wrong. Why does he have such a feminine voice? It's mother. She is ill again. I think I caused it with what I can do. It poisons her mind. How long until mother isn't mother? Until father isn't lord, or your father isn't master at arms. Now it should be her voice. Whatever. How long will any of it last? Why are you talking like this? Do you ever feel like everything is a lie? Like there's a veil that covers everything, but in some parts it's thin enough to see through? Embla starts as your father steps breathily into the enclosed garden. He's red-faced from exertion and anger. Young lady, you can't run off like this. The whole estate is looking for you. Your mother is ill and she needs you. Now! Say nothing. Your father shoots you a stern glance. I'll deal with you later. Embla says nothing as your father grabs her by the arm and hauls her past you back to the house. She doesn't need your eyes as you pass, finding yourself back in the present. A chill has crept into your bones. You best move on. Okay. Anything else here? I say. I'm quite lost. Well, follow me. I know everything. I say. I say, Poirot. It's like Hastings from Hercule Poirot. By Jove, I say. I guess that's it. Just came here for the flashback. I was hoping for some XP, but oh well. Kitchen and the maze. Okay, let's go see Lord Cato. Can I ask him about something? Okay, yeah, it's just the same stuff. Save. Lord. Oh, it's just like game deck. Going to see Lord. There you are. If your nostalgia is appeased, the master will see you now. Yes, let's go see Cato. Very well, if it pleases you, the master is in his office just ahead. And note, once you meet with the master, things may move quickly and you may not have another chance to walk the grounds. Yes, I remember the way. I suppose you do, but I'll escort you nonetheless. A flicker of a smile plays across her face and she beckons for you to lead the way. Ah. Level 9. I wonder if, the master will get assassinated or something and we have to fight the assassins. Is this a rapier? Is it a rapier? I think it looks like a bardiche or something, like, an axe with a long shaft. Axe with a long shaft. How about her? Whatever. I guess I can be the party leader still. The opulence is faded, the shadows longer. Clearly much has changed since the last time you were here. Try to remember how long it's been. It's been years, perhaps decades since you were here. Not since your father was the house arms master. Not since you must have your wits about you, and perhaps now is not the time to dwell on painful memories. Not since your father's exile. You were no more than 12 when you were driven from the household. Hard were the years that followed. The mercenary life is bloody and unforgiving. Those years stole your childhood, and eventually they took your father too. But your father had always insisted to his dying breath that his failure had been his own, that he had gotten the fate he deserved. The memories are painful nonetheless. Be on your way. Ooh. Bookshelf. I don't think I can keep all of these, so maybe I should just steal a couple of books. This. I'm not sure if books are there. Some of them seem like cleric spells. Lyra clears her throat behind you. Not that way, if you don't mind. The master's office lies through here. She motions to the left. Do you mind if I look around a bit? Master Cato has summoned you, and I don't intend to keep him waiting. Besides, there is no need for you to disturb the servants in their tasks. Fine, okay, very well. Lyra closes the doors into the dining hall. Let's not keep the Master Cato waiting. Finality in her voice leaves no room for discussion. Yeah. Flanking the doorway are two marble statues. The craftsmanship is stunning, but the sight of the two women depicted fills you with sadness. Examine. Once you recognize immediately, Valeria Berrien, the mistress of the house, you remember her as a great ghost, absent and unwell. The other statue depicts the girl you once knew as so well, Embla Berrien, the daughter of the house, and now a woman grown strong and clear-eyed. Her likeness has none of her mother's cowed timidness. How is Mistress Valeria these days? The mistress is vacationing in the countryside, Lyra answers curtly. And what of Embla? Lyra's eyes flicker ever so slightly. We should hasten to Master Berry. He's long been impatient to see you. Be on our way. Okay, maybe I will say one more time. I feel like the demo is gonna end soon. Cato Berrin sits tall in a tasteful but modest reception room. He looks less imposing than you remember, and with a few more crow's feet. Nonetheless, he's lost none of his composure or air of casual authority. You take a seat across the formidable desk from him. This study, like the rest of the villa, is half-lit, giving a morose cast to its opulence. The older man's face creases into a tired but genuine smile, which momentarily lifts some of the room's oppressive mood. It's a mercy to see you again. You're an old man and in your prime, Cato says before a frown consumes his smile. It's just a shame our reunion is overshadowed by the fates of those we love. But perhaps together we can yet improve our collective circumstances. So you know my father is dead. Cato leans forward, hands clasped beneath his chin. I shan't deny it. I was saddened to hear of his passing. Despite everything, I remember him fondly. You drove him to drink and mercenary work. Cato leans back again and his eyes go distant. He failed in his duties. For an arms master there is no greater shame than a lapse of vigilance. He drove himself into exile. Lyra shifts behind Cato. I say nothing. Pregnant pause. He failed her. Your father's exile was a sorrow to me, yet he could not remain in the household for Embla's sake. The loss of a mother is a tragedy enough without being reminded of it. Embla, do not hide behind your daughter. Your anger is understandable. The hardships you must have suffered on the road are written in your face. Such is the cost of mercenary work, I suppose. But do not presume to understand the forces that were at play and still are. Just tell me why I'm here, old man. Embla is missing. Cato's voice quivers momentarily, betraying his stoic features. Now I beg of you, Argonaut, help me find my daughter. Help me, Obi-Wan Argonaut, you're my only choice. I mean, only help or whatever. Yeah, whatever. My brain is rotting. Help me return home where she belongs. Help her return home. Why me? Is it not obvious you've clearly grown to inherit your father's resourcefulness? And besides, Embla has trusted you since before either of you could speak. What's happened to her? She left without a notice a week ago. From the scant clues we had, we believe she boarded a ship bound For the one of the outer isles, Idra, she went of her own free will. At the time, I thought little of it. Cato begins to glower. Since then, however, there have been reports, grave ones. Reports? No one and no word has left Idra in days. Rumor has it even the imperial augurs are in the dark. I know not how this touches the fate of my daughter, but she must be returned to me one way or another. Any idea why she left? Yeah, maybe she's either going to be the sacrifice to Cthulhu or something similar, or maybe she's the high priestess of the cult of Cthulhu or whatever. Something has been building in her for years, an aptitude of sorts, but I suspect you already knew. In any case, it's grown much stronger lately and drives her in ways I cannot understand. I suspect she is looking for answers. But why Idra? Why, indeed, there was little on the island save the port of Horan. If Idra was her destination, she must have landed there. What of her aptitude? An aptitude of the worst kind. It does not spring from the canonical imperial praxis. Instead, it comes from elsewhere. It is the kind the Empire does not suffer to exist. I hope it's only answers she seeks. But why Idra? Why indeed? There is little on the island. Okay, what can I do? Hire mercenaries, travel to Idra and begin your search in the port of Haran. From there, I trust you to do what needs to be done. Spare no cost. Just bring back my daughter. Mercenaries? Yes, if nothing else, the port will be dangerous enough. That is why I have summoned Roland Grey-Eye to me, a crude but effective sellsword that I've made good use of before. He shall accompany you on this task. Roland Grey-Eye? The man is a grizzled veteran. He may have slowed with age, but his experience and reliability more than make up for it. He is also much respected by similar men, and so will be instrumental in hiring a reliable crew. I'll take it into consideration. Cato shows you his upturned palms, beseeching. I know the thing I ask of you is fraught with danger, but this is your chance at improving your fortune, materially and in honor. What say you? What makes you think I care? Okay, I accept. I don't know. Which one? For Embla or for my family? No, I think it's still for my family. Very well, for my family's name. Cato smiles softly, visibly relieved, and for a moment he looks like the man you remember. Have you any final questions or matters to discuss? Time is, as I'm sure you appreciate, of the essence. Let's just get on with it. Get on with it. Ooh, I got a level up, I believe. I have a plus here. Cato stands with poorly concealed effort. An Argonaut. You stand and meet his gaze. Return her to me. There is no other outcome of this affair. Shake his hand and leave. Continue. Slowly you drag yourself from the cold water onto the relative safety of solid rock. By some miracle you are not only alive, but you find yourself on the shores of the cursed island of Idra. You cannot help but wonder what horrors lie ahead. But that's a story for another day. For now, your journey is at an end. Besides, how can you even know that any of this was real. Perhaps you're just a pawn under someone else's control, doomed to suffer countless deaths for the amusement of some dark, omnipotent god. The eyes are upon you, it stirs in the void. The dragon is awakening. End of the demo. Yeah. Not a big surprise. So it took me a little less than an hour and a half. So, yeah, I think you can do it in almost like 30 minutes, the demo, if you don't spend so much time babbling and reading stuff out aloud. Thank you so much for playing. Please remember to wishlist here again soon. Yeah, I wishlisted the game and I recommend. Okay, this looks like Chateau-Gua, the frog god from Lovecraft. Don't know if it's that, but at least inspired by it probably. Don't know a great deal about the mythology of the creature though. But anyway, so yeah, I did enjoy it. Like maybe I do regret that I had very little combat. I did too well in the diplomacy roles, so I didn't get to see much of the combat. But oh well, that sometimes that happens. But but I do appreciate the game that it seems to allow you to have that diplomacy can be useful. It's fun to have combat like that, but it's also fun to be able to solve problems in non-violent ways. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I do intend to play the full game once it comes out, but of course that's over a month ago, so who knows if there's some other games that steal my attention. But yeah, I am excited for it and it seems very promising. And yeah, the gamers should be anticipating this more than whatever AAA slop is out there on the horizon. So anyway, bye bye.